Sadly, most retail investors are just not going to make it. So in today's video, I'm going to respond with a little bit of tough love to some of the comments that I've been getting on my recent buy, borrow, die videos, specifically ones that display like an ignorant and kind of accusatory tone that have an obviously myopic time horizon, and then seem to display an entitlement to Bitcoin being $1 million like yesterday. So just for some context, if we're just meeting, my name is Brad. I'm on a mission to empower millennials and Gen X to integrate Bitcoin more deeply into their personal finances so that they can reach financial independence in 10 years or less. So I'll start off by saying that personal finance is personal. Your personal context, your numbers, your situation is deeply personal. So I get comments like this sometimes. Hey, there are mixed signals in your videos. On one hand, you say 0.21 is the target. Yes, you qualify this carefully with the whole everybody's number may be different. But then for the example in my last video that I used with one of my clients that I was working with that has 10 Bitcoin at $100,000 each, I still think in their situation, based on their numbers and their time horizon, that it's not, they're not ready to execute this buy, borrow, die strategy. So what price do you expect Bitcoin to go in the next 5 or 10 years? $50 million per coin. So again, I will say that this is not a mixed message. This is nuance. So when I'm using an example and I'm pushing that up against a certain principle, I'm not sending a mixed message. I'm not meaning to send a mixed message. It's nuance. The problem is, in both my general audience as well as with my private clients, most people don't know their numbers. They're not in the granularity of their numbers, and that's a huge problem. So I've noticed over the past 17 years that I've been a financial coach that there's a huge difference between the lower end of net worth and if you're in debt and you're below a 50K or 100K net worth, I'm not necessarily even talking to you, but like my $50,000 net worth clients have a whole different mindset and sort of posture with their, personal finances than the ones above $1 million to $10 million net worth phase. Okay. So I will say, I think this is a time to kind of get back to the basics. If you're not doing at least these three things, organizing your finances, planning your cash flows, being on a zero-based budget, and tracking every single expense, you're really just kind of a personal finance beginner. Now, it's not meant to admonish or shame or any of that. I would say that most of our culture, 78% of people in the United States live paycheck to paycheck, which I think is a travesty because we have had the world reserve currency for generations. Now, I'm not talking about poor people. Jesus said, the poor you will always have with you. I'm not talking about them. I would say the vast majority of the people that I did financial coaching for in the early part of my financial coaching career, that they all made enough money. They just weren't paying attention to the numbers. And so they were overspending, they were going into debt and all of that stuff. So I would say that there needs to be, and part of what I used to try to do was wake the middle class up to this fact. Like you have to be doing at least those three things so that you can get out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle. Now, I recognize that most of my audience now are millennials and Gen X that are trying to prepare for retirement, so they're not necessarily in this. So this is more for the broader audience that is reached by some of my more popular videos. The truth is, and most of you guys know this, and I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, but apparently I have to say it, that 0.21 Bitcoin is not enough to retire on. And it may not be enough to retire on for a very long time. Okay, so I'm not saying that in any of these buy, borrow, die videos. Actually, I think this buy, borrow, die strategy is for an extremely slim number of people at this point. The education mission of my channel is to try to get as many people educated about it so that in 5 years to 10 years, when your asset pile is big enough for you to execute this strategy, you already know how to do it. You're just chomping at the bit to get into it. So I believe this buy, borrow, die strategy for the vast majority of you guys that are watching is at least 5 years away, more than likely. So I'll talk about the investment phases that you're in. But I wanted to first talk about sort of the roadmap and sort of the place that, I paid off $174,000 worth of debt in 2 years. Then I discovered the FIRE movement and Bitcoin right around the same time. And so my wife and I were able to sort of map out our process of, getting out of debt, getting into the FIRE movement, and then using Bitcoin as sort of the nuclear reactor to catapult us to financial independence, which we achieved in 2019. So like I said, I paid off $174,000 worth of debt in 2.5 years. I discovered the FIRE and Bitcoin movements between 2010 and 2013. Then I got crazy, went back into corporate America. We were crushing it for those last 5 years. We increased our savings rate to between 70 and 80%. So we were only living on 20 to 30% of our income. Now, most people are not going to do that. If you can get your savings rate to 50%, I realize that most people have, large families, and everybody's situation is different. I'm just giving you an example from my own perspective. We achieved financial independence in late 2019. I was able to leave corporate America for good. And so the sort of fingerprint, I guess you would say, in this space for me is that I combine 3 different approaches. The Dave Ramsey style personal finance that got me out of the debt, the FIRE principles that got us to financial independence, and then a modicum of Bitcoin maximalism in a non-toxic sort of way. So the three-phase foundation that we identified when we were going through the process is phase number 1, the control phase, which I would say the vast majority of Americans are in. Got to get control of your finances so that phase 2, you can get into the momentum phase. And then finally, phase 3 is the escape velocity phase. So what does this look like? Like Morgan Housel says, financial success is not a hard science. It's a soft skill where how you behave is more important than what you know. If we could all just throw our numbers onto a spreadsheet and figure out some formula to get us out of debt and get us to $1 million, $5 million, $10 million in net worth, everybody would do it. But the problem is that it's all about these micro behaviors that you literally have to retrain your brain, your emotions, your behaviors to, behave your way toward financial success. So the first phase, as I alluded to a few minutes ago, is what it's characterized by an acronym I call OPTO. So it's organize. So you make a list of all your bills, expenses, debts, your sources of income. You figure out what your net worth is at this stage. You plan your cash flow. So you're putting those into a zero-based budget and you're tracking every single expense. Like I said a few minutes ago, if you're not doing these things, these 3 things, which the vast majority of people are not, you're a personal finance beginner. Now, I know that may sound pejorative, it may sound judgmental, but I'm doing it from a place of love because I want everybody in the United States, everybody in the world to, follow this so that they can be in a place of strength in this era that we're headed into, which is, pretty dystopian, I would say. And then the optimize, the last O, is optimizing for the next phase of your journey. So that could be building your emergency fund, getting rid of all your consumer debt, building your full emergency fund, getting into an investment posture, and then, exploring and pursuing FIRE and Bitcoin. So this is outlined in great detail in my free budgeting course. The link is in the video description below. I used to charge $250 for this course, but I offer it for free on my YouTube channel. It's just a playlist. You can go into the description and find it. And this is fantastic. My clients over the past 17 years that have followed this process and actually implemented it have been the only ones that have actually been successful financially. So I have to say that this is not negotiable. If you really want to win with money, you've got to get your numbers down. You have to know them. So like Dave Ramsey says, if you don't have a plan for your money, somebody else already does. You guys know that. By the way, if this is helpful to you, YouTube is showing me that only about 16% of you guys that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So like, share, subscribe. That does help out the educational mission of the channel. So that once you get control of your money, then you move into the momentum phase, and this is where you employ the principles of FIRE. Now, I will say that there are 2 phases of investing, and I've covered this in a lot of my videos. There's the capital growth phase, and there's the income generation phase. So most of you guys in this are in like if you've gone through the control phase and you're in the momentum phase, this is where you're starting to build capital. This is where you're starting to build your nest egg. You're harnessing Bitcoin's compound annual growth rate. Later, at the end of this momentum phase, you're going to be at financial independence at some level. And this is when you're going to be able to move into the income generation phase, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. And that is where the buy, borrow, die strategy really starts to make sense, okay? So phase 2, momentum, you're employing the principles of FIRE, capital appreciation, you're constructing your nest egg, you're refining like, okay, why am I doing this? What's my goal? You wanna focus on your savings rate. If you can get your savings rate to 50%, man, you are crushing it. And if you can get it above that, you're gonna get to financial independence much more quickly. This is where you gamify the process of cutting expenses and saving money, increasing to the maximum possible without burning yourself or causing a divorce. You're starting to use Bitcoin as your high yield savings account. So I think that, some of you guys in the audience are doing this. You're buying assets to increase that upside exposure in the future. And then one of the things that we'll talk about when we get to the third phase is you're starting to visualize, okay, what does the finish line actually look like? Because this is what nobody really talks about. And you're preparing to move from capital appreciation to income generation, possibly draw down using the 4% rule, although I've changed my view on the 4% rule, which I won't talk about right now. We can talk about that later. And so before, before that, so the two phases of investing, obviously you're in the capital growth phase in this, in this momentum phase, and then you're getting ready to move into the income generation phase. So a plan is only useful if it can survive reality, and a future filled with unknowns is everyone's reality. So you're going to see that theme in everything that I talk about. I'm talking about doing this stuff. And by the way, none of this is financial advice. You should never take financial advice from a dude standing in his office with headphones on talking into a camera, right? But it's all about safety. So phase 3 is where you've reached your financial independence number. You've crossed that finish line, and you're transitioning into escape velocity. And so I'm curious, what do you guys think? Is there anything that I'm missing? Do you think that I've totally lost my mind? Are you offended at my tone? It's not meant to be offensive. It's meant to be a little bit of tough love, maybe with a little bit of snarkiness as well. So this is where you're transitioning from, the capital growth phase into the income generation phase. And so one of the things to think about, is that no one is going to be cheering you across the finish line, right? No one's patting you on the back for getting out of debt. No one's patting you on the back for building wealth. The finish line is never really clear cut. Even if and when you do reach your number, let's say your number is 500,000, I need to have a nest egg of 500,000 or a million, 5 million, 10 million, whatever that is. It never is clear cut, and it's very psychologically confusing. So you want to be sort of prepared for that. You're transitioning, like I've said, from capital appreciation to income generation. And if you're using the 4% rule, you're going to start drawing down on your assets, which again, I've changed kind of my view on that. And then you're trying to, your fire insurance, what keeps you in financial independence is an active analysis. So you always have to know your number. So everything that you're learning back in phase number 1, the control phase, you're going to continue to do that. You're going to continue to do that. You're going to know every dollar or euro or whatever that's coming in and going out. You know what your savings rate is. You're doing a consistent rebalancing of your portfolio. And then to some degree, you're transitioning from being a saver and an investor to a spender in a reasonable sort of fashion. So again, this is where you've transitioned to the income generation. I don't want to belabor that. So I will just say that I did this, and so can you. So I paid off $174,000 worth of debt in 2.5 years. And there's some nuance to that story. I get accused all the time. Oh, that you had to make $300,000 a year. No. You have to go and watch the videos and see how I actually did it, because there's nuance there as well, right? So I did it, and so can you. It is hard, but being broke and being part of that 78% of the population that lives paycheck to paycheck, which is probably higher, by now, that's much harder in my opinion. So if you want to win, if you want to get to a place where this buy, borrow, die strategy is actually feasible for you, these are some of the things that you have to do. By the way, I have a micro newsletter that's 3 sentences about 3 times a week that's aimed at millennials and Gen X trying to incorporate Bitcoin into their personal finances so that they can reach financial independence in 10 years or less. It's all actionable sentences, zero fluff. Link is in the video description below. I go live every Thursday at 2 p.m. right now, discussing all of these strategies and answering your questions. So if you have a burning question, you want to show up, I would be happy to, interact with you there. It makes it a little bit easier, to kind of parse through things. Also, a lot of our audience that is trying to incorporate Bitcoin more deeply into their personal finances will sign up for a Fold or a Gemini Bitcoin MasterCard. These are easy ways for you to start earning free sats on a daily basis for money that you're already spending, and then, incorporating Bitcoin more deeply into your daily personal finances. And finally, if you've got a burning question or situation that you will need a second set of eyeballs on, just set up a call. My calls are very reasonable, and I'll look forward to meeting you screen to screen. All right, see you tomorrow. Okay, since you made it this far in the video, I wanted to offer 2 resources that will help you integrate Bitcoin more deeply into your personal finances. Number 1, Gemini's Orange Bitcoin MasterCard. You can earn up to 4% Bitcoin on everyday purchases like gas, dining, groceries, retail purchases. There's no annual fee, no foreign transaction fees, and no exchange fees on any of your rewards. Plus, if you sign up today using my link in the video description below, you get $200 in Bitcoin when you spend $3,000 in your first 90 days. The link is in the description and the comments below. Number two, I'm also offering one-to-one calls to answer questions and to help you integrate Bitcoin into your personal finances more deeply, including traditional FIRE and Bitcoin planning, as well as Bitcoin self-custody. Link is in the video description below for that.